Hey, what's up, Leo in the dub, baby? How y'all doing? I'm challenging as I go, so don't take it no personal. Don't get mad. Don't get all of y'all feelings and stuff talking about, because there's some people reporting me now. They're on my channel, like, telling everything. Like, I call them snitches, but we love our snitches because, you are who you are. And if you report my videos, I love you, You don't like what I said, I got you. You only confirmed what I said. That's all you did, and I thank you. So let's keep going. Leo, because I be picked on here all the time. That's nothing new. What's going down with Leo this week? Give me some weekly information here. What we need to know this week. So what's rolling in the town with y'all and my newcomers? What's up? And all the people, they got psychological people looking at me talking about, she crazy. I'm already knowing y'all. So this is just me challenging as I go. I only can be me, y'all. I can't change because other people mad. Okay, what you need to know for the week. Leo, come on, Leo, you want to talk? Now, Leo, okay. It says, manage to be glad. Somebody 43. You got to be glad what your circumstance. Whatever you're going through, manage to be glad about it. Why you all upset, in your feelings? It says, you can't go back to yesterday. Somebody 44. You need to know that. You can't go back to yesterday. See, that's what happens when we do stuff. We got to fix it. But we can't go back to, you can't go back to yesterday. You're going to be finding that out. You can't go back and, you got to handle it. See, someone was chasing thrills. Somebody with a 9 could be in their birthday or 9 days. See, somebody was all dressing up. There was a sweet honey came up to you and said, baby, let's go rock and load. And you got confused in it. Somebody put you in them, in other words, allegedly a Jezebel situation, You got you a Jezebel. I understand. Everybody goes to it. Everybody gets the thrill of nature. I got to go out there and get that. I was looking at them legs and fries, and I wasn't looking at the real stuff. I'm just being honest. Somebody know they was out there changing and wearing these little, they want that party girl, want them nice, the ones with nice, So, you followed the crowd. Somebody this week, be careful about that now. Be careful out in these streets. They doing too much. They doing too much. Give me something. What you need to manage to be glad about. What did you do? Allegedly. What's going to happen this week that make you feel like you got to manage to be glad? Because if you got with one of them Jezebels, hey, everybody got to learn their lesson, Leo. You are some cross watcher. You learn your lessons. What's your man to be glad about? What you should be mad. Okay. You should be mad to be glad. This card want to fall out real bad. So we'll see what this is. It says someone here 6 of Swords. They need to be glad because they got to move away from a situation. Because they wanted this Ace of Cups. See, somebody wanted everything. The Ace of Cups, around the moon cycle. Somebody needed to be glad because, they thought so they could get rid of their burdens will be removed off of them. Because somebody may be getting an inheritance or something coming towards somebody. So manage to be glad. You learned your lesson. You had to go through the darkness, the soul. Somebody had to go through some tests. We get tested. I don't care what. You don't get riches and don't get tested. What's wrong with you? They said, well, you can't go back to yesterday. What's this? You can't go back to yesterday. What? You can't go back. Okay. Somebody, you can't go back to yesterday. What's that about? Okay, see, you can't go back to yesterday. The Ace of Swords. Somebody, Ace of Swords, somebody may have got a little hottie, like I said, slept with somebody a little bit. What about this person, Ace of Swords, and they slept with somebody? Yeah, it was this King of Pentacles. They had a little night and got a little fire. You see a little fire on that? Somebody, a little rod, no disrespect, trigger warning. They had a little infection. They went to that hottie and got a little infection. Somebody may have got infection or something allegedly, and they got a little upset because they my wiener was upset. No offense. They put it in. Somebody put them in hangman. And now they feel like they lost everything because they feel like they lost this wedding, the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands because they was messing with this little hottie. And got their little twinkle fixed, Ain't nothing wrong with it. You was thinking, and now you all in your head because you thinking somebody know about it and the people fighting over it. Ain't no sense fighting. You learned your lesson. If you got your twinkle wet and you messed it up, everybody learned. I don't know why people be thinking like, well, dang, I can't be getting in trouble with my twinkle. Everybody gets in trouble. I don't know who you think you are, but you better learn. Everybody gets in trouble. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. We learn from it, okay? Now, let's see. What else we need to learn? You learn from the cheating. So somebody may have got their twinkle wet, because they got a little hot and got a little infection or something. And they regret it because now it's just, yeah. Somebody had to take a reflection. I know I am capable of much more than this. See, you knew you was capable of much more than this. You got to think. You got to think. You got to learn the meaning of everything you go through. See, there was some broken bridges and some unsuccessful outcome to a situation allegedly this week. So, this person wants to block your yin and yang. See, somebody wanted to block you. That's why they went up there and gave you that hot night in the soul. See, somebody didn't want to let go of something. Somebody's name could be James allegedly, entertain purposes. Somebody says no. Somebody says watch out. Somebody do something wrong. I'm gonna just say that. Somebody do the night. I'm gonna put a K. Somebody does K's. I'm put it like that. If you don't know, you don't know. They do K and the N is R. They do stuff. And somebody 30 to 40 years old, you need to watch out for this person. Someone 41 to 50. Somebody named Jones, you need to watch out because somebody mad, now they want to come up there because this person gave infection. Now they want to do the unthinkable things. So I tell you, watch your back this week. Be careful because somebody rod is on fire. You see what I'm saying? You see that rod is red? They on fire. And somebody gave them some little juice, okay, allegedly. And they got a little upset. And I'm not trying to be rude. Don't go report my videos talking about she talking. I'm just letting you know. You make a mistake and you can outcome it. You can overcome it. But you got to watch women or men get mad. They don't like taking that. You got to come to grips with that. When somebody do something to you and they deliberately did it to break you up, that just kind of pisses you off. But you got to pray about it and let it go and learn from it. Like, share, subscribe.